everybody. Here's Rhett.
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
He just said to me, Mom, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Can he really eat a horse? No. That is what's called figurative language. It's called a figure of speech. But when he said that, right away, everyone gets a picture in their head of like, oh my gosh, this kid's really hungry. Mrs. Fraser needs to feed him. Figures of speech help to put pictures, sounds, feelings into the reader's heads. So when Rhett said, I'm as hungry as a horse, or I can eat a horse, he can't really do that because it's a figurative language. Figurative language helps readers to see something in a story, word phrases that have different meanings than the real meanings of the words. Figurative language you can't take them literally. They're not really, like Rhett could not really eat a horse, but it tells me that he's really hungry. If I said, I have butterflies in my stomach, do I really have butterflies in my stomach? No. That's a figure of speech, and that means that I'm nervous. I can tell you all, the first week of school, I always have butterflies in my stomach, and I love teaching, and it's just a part of it. I'm nervous to meet you. I'm nervous to make sure that everything goes well. I want to set up my classroom community, that we all get along well. So I have butterflies that first week of school. But I don't have real butterflies. It's a figure of speech. Okay, another one. This is from the story that I read aloud yesterday, that I read from the book. It said, Kelly ran so fast she would fly towards the ball. Now, remember in the story she was playing soccer. Did she fly towards the ball? Was she flying? No, it's a figure of speech, meaning that she ran, really, really fast. It puts a picture in your head. That's what a figure of speech does. Here's another figure of speech. That is so expensive, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. My dad used to say it to me. If I said, Dad, can I get a new pair of shoes? He's like, Chapin, those are so expensive, that's going to cost me an arm and a leg. No. Now, really, would it cost him his arm and his leg? Is that how you would pay for it? No. It's a figure of speech. And that figure of speech, as a child, it told me, oh, okay, it's too much. We can't get that. It costs too much. So figurative language helps to put a picture in the reader's head. Okay. So next thing I want to do for your reading lesson. So reading lesson, we talked about figures of speech. I want to review that tomorrow we'll be reading a story and talking about the character's point of view, how the character views something. And today I want to go over our vocabulary words. So repeat after me. Say amused. Good. Amused is when you think something is funny. I think lots of figures of speeches are funny. So I think we're going to see some in this next story. Cooperate. Say cooperate. That's when you get along with everyone. My whole class cooperates. There was never people I couldn't pair up with someone else. Cooperate is to get along. Describe. When you describe something, you tell me all about it. Entertained. Entertained with something that's funny. Imagination is when you kind of pretend about something. You put pictures in your head. Ryan used his imagination to pretend he was in space. Lots of young children will use their imagination. Interact is when you kind of talk with. It's how you are with other people. At lunch, you interact with people sitting down. At recess, you're interacting with people. Patient is when you can wait very quietly. Peaceful is when things are very, very quiet. So those are our vocabulary words for this week. Okay. And then the last thing you're going to do is in your book on page 412. This story is called Once Upon a Baby Brother. And I'm not going to read it today, but I want you to go on a picture walk. And if you want to read it today, that would be awesome. But go on a picture walk like we would always do in our class. And so in your book, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. So again, turn to page 412. I want you to go on a picture walk. And on Schoology, I'm going to put up an assignment. I want you to write down your prediction, what this story is going to be about. Okay, and I bet you'll see some figures of speech. Tomorrow I'm going to have another, my read aloud will be all figures of speech. Gary's going to bring it home from the library. I just talked to him. All right, so that's it for today. I want you to go on a picture walk. I want you to write down your prediction. And then tomorrow you'll have a lot more to do from this. All right, bye boys and girls.